Hey guys, Dark Matter here again with another Saber for Joshua. This time a Luke V2 by RPK Customs. I had never heard of these guys before. He sent me this hilt, and apparently this is the only hilt that they make, and it's gorgeous. It's the most accurate one that I've ever personally worked with anyway. The whole body of the saber is basically just two pieces. The emitter unscrews, but from here to here is all one piece, and then the booster and pommel are another piece, and the clamp just slides over. It's very sturdy, hardly anything that screws together or anything like that. The hilt, if you ever want to buy one, does come raw aluminum, so you're gonna have to do all of your own finishing, which I've done on this one. I think it turned out pretty good. He's got a Roman's replica clamp, weathered to match, and a sloth furnace clamp card, the raised soldering on it. Very, very nice. We'll start up here. It's got we'll go over the emitter options here in a minute. This is the Return of the Jedi emitter. On the screen prop, this ring here is heavily bent in several places, and I just didn't feel comfy bending up someone else's saber, so we decided to not do that. And also on the screen prop, the thin neck here has the black gaffer's tape on it, but he and I both like the copper coloring instead. And then it's real dirty and grimy, as it should be. There's a little bit of physical damage, just nicks and dings, a lot of weathering. The clamp is somewhat weathered. It does have the accurate little block here instead of the entire rail like that, like it is on the other side. This one's accurate to the Return of the Jedi. And then these got the accurate cone knob and the mystery chunk, which isn't a mystery anymore, but it's just still called the mystery chunk. The pommel is screen accurate. It's not vented or anything. It is lightly weathered. D-ring. This set screw right here on the screen prop, the pommel is a slip fit up underneath this, and this just held it into place. On this saber, this set screw does nothing. It's just screen accurate. And there's also, right here, there's a machining mark that was apparently on the original prop, and so they've reproduced it on this just for extra, accuracy, which is pretty cool. So the emitters, so there's your Return of the Jedi. Now these just pop right off. It's hard to do this with the camera there. So this one pops off. So this is a 7/8. You can pop this right in there. Fits right in there. Put on the 7/8, but there's no retention screw for the 7/8. I don't think it was designed specifically for that. The Last Jedi emitter with the extra scorching just fits right in there. It looks really nice. Put that on. Extra heat scorching or whatever looks pretty good. I think it turned out really nice. And then your main emitter for a blade, main 1-inch emitter with a little bit of extra material here to hold your blade. This one does have the retention screw. It comes that way. Just pops right on. They're all weathered to match, so no matter which one you put on, it'll look good. To access your electronics, you just unscrew here at the booster section. It's the only part that comes off other than the emitter. Just a big solid piece there. Heavy too. It's nice. So a Goth 3 Designs chassis, Prizm 5.1, running a green white LED. There's your 1.3mm charge port. You can use, Joshua, you can use the same little adapter that I showed you in the last video. Your slide switch, there's no kill key. Slide switch turns it on and off. There's your SD card access, is very easy right there.
Only together can we turn him to the dark side of the Force.
So in this Saber, the speaker sits just in here, just behind this. And since the pommel's not vented at all, they have, I can't take off the clamp really and show you because the switches will be in the way, but there's these recesses underneath here and here to allow the sound to reverberate in here and then come out these side holes. So all the sound comes out the clamp holes in this. Put that back on. It's a nice fit. It's very, it feels very sturdy because there's not a whole lot of pieces to come loose or anything on you. Put a small little test blade in there. It's a tight fit. It does have also a Goth 3 Designs clamp switch holder underneath this. Not a big fan of those. I think they could use another, I don't know, cycle of R&D on them. They're fiddly kind of, you know what I mean? And this particular one, the Sloth Furnace card, is so nice and well made that it takes a pretty hard press on where the buttons are to get it to register, because it doesn't flex very much at all, and you have to be just perfect with the whole thing when you're installing it. But the first 3 sound fonts are the ones that you'd purchased, the same as your other Saber, and the other 3, I think I have Bestman 2, Mad Cow Hero, and Gray Meat. But I changed the boot sounds from your other Saber on those. Nice bright green. You can see it. Your activation is right here, just ahead of the box there. And just behind it, your auxiliary.
Jedi, like my father before me. V2.
I like this one, the V2 sound font that you'd purchased. It just feels very, very Return of the Jedi. I don't have a lot of room to swing it in here.
I want to learn the ways of the Force and become a Jedi like my father.
Gray Meat on this one.
Red 5 standing by.
I think this one's Hero. Yep. Last one
Your overconfidence is your weakness.
is Bestman 2. It's not a green Saber font, but it's still a Luke font. Oops. Not enough room to do that in here. go. Anyway, Joshua, there it is. The V2, good to go. Email me and let me know what you think about everything, the weathering and everything. Hey, you know, if you want me to make any changes to the SD card, you know, please let me know. Speaking of your sabers, here's your Hero Saber. In the last video, I actually ended up redoing the whole switch box.
You have that power too.
And now your auxiliary switch is even more sensitive. Just thought I would throw that in. So there's your two Luke Sabers there. And yeah, like I said, please email me, let me know what you think of the V2. And thank you for watching.